Hello my viewers, you're welcome to Frank NutriFacts YouTube channel where we discuss only about healthy lifestyle. So I want to answer the question that says, what kind of frame should I choose when I'm left with the option to decide for myself? Now the answer depends on your personality. It also depends on the type of prescription in question, that's the type of lens in question, and also the environment where you find yourself. And again, the kind of job you do also. Is it a job that allows you to wear the particular frame you propose in your mind? Will it ensure that you wear it for a longer time, or is it the type that you wear today, the next day is broken? Now, if you're a very active person, you are the type that on the go, hey, my dear, you don't need to wear rimless frame. What I mean by rimless frame is this kind of lens. You can see there is nothing holding the frame. What you have is just the temple. Okay, now if you're a very active person, you can't wear this, because if you wear this kind of frame, that means every now and then you'll be reporting to the eye clinic demanding for a change of frame. Another thing again is your kind of job. If you are a sports person, you don't need this kind of frame either, because that means any little impact your frame has broken. So no matter how well it fits the other person, my dear, you don't need it, because you are going to be wasting your money if you use this kind of frame. Another thing again is it depends on the prescription. Now if your prescription is a high powered prescription, what I mean by high powered prescription, like let's say you are hyperopic and you're wearing like +10, +12, +13, of course you know that the thickness of the frame will be so much. If you use it on a rimless frame, it will be so obvious that you're wearing a high-powered lens, and cosmetically you will not be looking appealing. Okay, so these are the things. So if you're a very active person, if you are in a job that is so demanding, you are very active, and you are not also a very careful person, then you don't need rimless frame. What you need is a full frame like what I am wearing here. If it is a child, you don't need to give a child a rimless frame. For what? Why? You can't give a child, even if the child is very meticulous, even if the child is very careful, like more is behaving like an adult, you can't give a child a rimless frame, except you have the money to be coming every now and then to change your frame. All you need to give a child is also a full rimmed frame. That's the type you need to give the child. Coming to the question of whether you should use a metallic frame or a plastic frame, I would say that depends on the environment where you find yourself. What I mean by that is, if you are in an environment where it rarely rains, the weather is always hot, like for instance I'm in Nigeria and I'm almost in the northern part of Nigeria, so to say, you find out that it rarely rains, the weather is hot 247. You can't afford to go on metallic frame. If you go on metallic frame, one thing is that once you go out under the sun, after a while the frames will get heated up, and of course they will begin to burn your skin. That's why you notice some people that are wearing metallic frame, after a while you start noticing some lines on their skin. That is because they wear their frame constantly, and that frame is a metallic frame, and of course with the hot weather and all of that, it will be burning their skin. So I do not advise you to use a metallic frame if you live in an environment that is very hot. Okay, but if you are living in an environment that is very good, that has a better climate condition, why not? You can go on metallic frame. Plastic frame is more appealing. I know some people can say metallic frame is also more appealing, but plastic frame is easier to maintain, in the sense that as you're seeing this frame now, it is easier to wash. It can remain like this till maybe 2, 3, 4 years. But for metallic frame, most of the metallic frame are copied, so before you know it, maybe let's assume that what you bought is a golden metallic frame. Before you know it, it will change to a green metallic frame, or it will wash, just like our wristwatches. You discover if you don't buy the original one, after a while it begins to wash. The same thing is applicable to the frame. If you buy a metallic frame that is not good, after a while the color will begin to fade and it will no longer be looking good. But if you're using a plastic frame, you find out that it can last longer and it is easier to maintain. You can wash it and it will still be nice on you. But metallic frame, if you wash it and you don't dry it very well, before you know it will start rusting. So these are the things you need to put into consideration while making a choice of frame.